Rise and shine, Mr. Freeman. Rise and shine.
Half-Life is one of the most legendary video game franchises of all time. It redefined what interactive storytelling could be, blending sci-fi horror, cinematic pacing, and world building that was way ahead of its time. And yet, despite all these years, the constant demand from fans, we still don't have a Half-Life movie. Not even an announcement or anything. But what if we did? What if Half-Life and Half-Life 2 were turned into a full-blown feature film? Who would direct it? How would it look? And most importantly, who would play the characters that defined one of the gaming's most unforgettable universes? Today, let's break down a Half-Life cinematic universe could actually work, how it should be structured, and which actors and actresses would bring Gordon Freeman, G-Man, Alex, and the rest of the cast to life on the big screen. First, let's start with the original Half-Life. The story begins in Black Mesa, a top secret underground research facility in New Mexico, where physicist Gordon Freeman is just showing up for work. It seems like an ordinary day until everything goes horribly wrong. The scientists open a portal to another dimension called Zen, and the monsters flood the facility. If we were making this into a movie, the structure writes itself. The first act would be the introduction to Black Mesa, meeting Gordon and the scientists, and then the military presence foreshadowed tension between the government oversight and the scientific ambition, and to show us that Black Mesa is a ticking time bomb. The middle part will be the resonance cascade happens, so chaos erupts. The entire movie shifts into survival horror as Gordon fights his way through the collapsing labs, alien creatures, and the hostile soldiers sent to cover up everything. And then the final will be Gordon makes his way to Zen itself, where he confronts the final horrors of the alien invasion. Before the mysterious G-Man steps in to recruit him, setting up the sequel. Done right, the Half-Life movie isn't just a sci-fi action. It's a corporate conspiracy, cosmic horror, and survival thriller all rolled into one. Now let's jump into Half-Life 2. This is where the franchise truly becomes cinematic. The world has been conquered by the Combine, which are the alien empire that enslaves humanity and strips Earth of its resources. Gordon Freeman, pulled out of the stasis by G-Man, awakens into a dystopian nightmare. As a movie of Half-Life 2 would have to be a different tone. The first was claustrophobic and contained, trapped in Black Mesa. The second opens up the world, mix of rebellion drama, dystopian oppression, and high-stakes war. The acts would be Gordon introduced to Alex, Eli, and Kleiner. They explored City 17, a perfect dystopian setting, with the Combine towers looming above. The middle of the movie would have to be around Rebellion kicks off. Gordon helps organize the uprising, battles the Combine forces, and we see the destruction of humanity firsthand. This is where the gravity gun moments are iconic, and Ravenholm horror sequence fits right in. The climactic showdown at the Citadel, as Gordon and Alex take the fight directly to the Combine, before being left hanging in suspense by G-Man once again. So you have those two films, Half-Life and Half-Life 2, each with their own unique tone, but connected through Gordon and looming mysterious of G-Man. This can also be made into one movie. We can have the first part of the movie at Black Mesa. Obviously have some time passes, and then the Half-Life 2 can begin second part of the movie. Now for the fun part. Who would play these iconic characters on the big screen? So this is just my personal opinion. Please let me know down in the comments who you think would be better. I'm up for a debate. Please keep it civil, as always. So first up, it will be Gordon Freeman, the big man himself. So I'm going to go with Cillian Murphy. He's stoic, intelligent, and his eyes carry the weight of everything around him. Cillian Murphy has proven he can play quite a few intense characters, like an Oppenheimer and 28 Days Later. He looks the part, and he has that haunting presence that would make Gordon unforgettable without saying a single word. And about saying a single word, he wouldn't have to speak too much. He would let the other characters speak for him. But yeah, Cillian definitely is up in the top 2 or 3. If Hugh Laurie was a bit younger, he's a splitting image of Gordon Freeman, but that's up for debate, so we'll leave it up there. Alright, so G-Man is next. I've gone with William Dafoe. He speaks in cryptic riddles, his mannerisms are unsettling, and his presence lingers long after he leaves the room. William Dafoe was practically born to play him. He can shift from calm to terrifying in a heartbeat, and his voice has the perfect cadence for the G-Man's strange, broken speech pattern. So next is Alex Vance. So I've chosen actress Zendaya to play her. Alex is the heart of Half-Life 2. She's clever, resourceful, and instantly likable. Zendaya not only has the range for action and emotional depth, but she could also embody Alex's youthful energy and determination. Plus, her chemistry with a strong lead actor would carry much of the film's emotional weight. So her father, Eli Vance, I've chosen Idris Elba. Eli is the wise, grounded, and deeply human. Idris Elba brings the natural charisma that would make Eli's character incredibly compelling. His father-daughter dynamic with Zendaya as Alex would add emotional richness to the film. Dr. Isaac Kleiner, David Tennant I've chosen as the actor. Kleiner is brilliant but eccentric, always on the edge of comedic relief. David Tennant can absolutely nail the quirky energy while still making Kleiner feel like a real scientist who's desperately trying to save humanity. Barney Calhoun, I've got Jack Quaid to play him. So Barney is the everyman of the group, security guard, caught up in something way bigger than himself. Jack Quaid has that approachable, slightly goofy charm, but he can also handle action when it counts. Judith Mossman. There's only one lady I can think of, and that would be Cate Blanchett. Mossman is complex, loyal one moment, suspicious the next. Cate Blanchett thrives in morally grey roles, and she could bring an elegance and edge to Mossman that makes her portrayal hit even harder. And last but not least, the face of City 17 is Wallace Breen. So I've chosen Bryan Cranston, a little bit of grey hair, trim up the beard, and he'll be good to go. The human face of the Combine's rule. Dr. Breen is manipulative, calculating, and authoritative. Bryan Cranston has already shown he can deliver spine-chilling monologues in Breaking Bad, and his performance would make Breen a villain we'd love to hate. That's the core cast all done. Already you can see how this would feel a true Hollywood blockbuster with the right talent attached. So the final piece of the movie puzzle would be the director. Casting is one thing, but the director defines the vision. Who could actually pull this off? So I've chosen 3 directors here. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree, or any other examples of or people you recommend. So first up is Denis Villeneuve. So he did Dune and Arrival. Villeneuve is obviously a first choice. He understands sci-fi. He knows how to balance the scale of intimacy, and he could capture both the corporate paranoia of Half-Life and the dystopian sprawl of Half-Life 2. Next up would be Neil Blomkamp. He did District 9. Blomkamp could lean into the gritty, industrial side of Black Mesa, and also in City 17, with the alien oppression of the Combine. His style will give the film a raw, documentary-like realism. Last but not least would be Alex Garland, Ex Machina and Annihilation. If you wanted a Half-Life to feel more like a psychological horror, Garland would be the perfect fit. Tone-wise, these movies shouldn't be Marvel-style quipfests. They should get grounded, tense, and immersive, just like the games did. Now, would a Half-Life movie work, or would like a Netflix 10-part series be the way? I'm tempted on both. I wouldn't mind both, but here's the big question. Would it actually work? Yes, if it respects what made the game special. Half-Life wasn't about cutscenes or exposition dumps. It was about the atmosphere, mystery, and experiencing the story through Gordon's eyes only. The movie should mirror that. Minimal dialogue for Gordon, long immersive sequences that show the world rather than explain it, and of course a faithful recreation of Black Mesa and City 17. Think about it. The sterile halls of Black Mesa collapsing into chaos, the looming citadel dominating City 17's skyline, the horror of Ravenholm, brought to life with practical effects, chilling sound design. It's cinematic gold just waiting to be made. And with the right cast and director, this could be more than just a video game movie. It could be the video game movie that finally proves adaptations can be masterpieces. In the end, a Half-Life movie wouldn't just be another video game adaptation. It could be a landmark in sci-fi cinema. With its mix of corporate conspiracy, alien horror, and dystopian rebellion. The story already feels like it belongs on the big screen. With the right cast and director, and a tone that honors the games, mystery and atmosphere, it could capture everything fans love while introducing new audiences to this legendary universe. Until then, Half-Life remains a masterpiece we can only imagine in theaters, waiting for the perfect moment to finally step into the spotlight. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, a sub would be awesome. Comment down below the best actors, actresses, director, even producer as well. We didn't cover the producer, but yeah, let me know down in the comments. That'd be greatly appreciated. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.